All right, if you're aiming for the Global Career Scholarship, you already know the application process can be a real marathon. Today, we're going to crack the code on one of the most confusing parts for so many applicants, the Apostille. Let's just jump right in and make this whole thing super simple.
So you're from India, you've got your sights set on studying in Korea, which is awesome. You've probably got your documents all lined up, you're stressing over your personal statement, and then you hit this one weird word, apostille. It can feel like this giant wall, but I promise you, it's a well-worn path.
You know, it's best to think of this whole thing as a puzzle. At first, it looks like a bunch of random, confusing pieces, but once you see how they all click together, it's actually completely manageable. We're going to lay out the map for you step by step right here.
Okay, let's just admit it, right? This part of the application feels pretty stressful. You're hearing all these official terms like Ministry of External Affairs and notarization, and you're worried about what to do with your most important original documents. But take a deep breath, because the process has gotten so much easier than it used to be.
So what on earth is an apostille anyway? Forget the complicated legal jargon. It's basically a sticker. Yep, a fancy government sticker or a stamp that usually goes on the back of your document. All it does is officially tell the Korean government, hey, this document from India, it's legit, it's authentic. That is literally it.
So why is this little sticker such a huge deal? Well, here's the bottom line. It is not optional. The GKS is incredibly competitive, and the rules are strict. The apostille is just their standard way of making sure documents from all over the world are real. If you don't have it, your application just doesn't move forward. It's a hard stop.
All right, let's get into the practical stuff. Now that we know the what and the why, let's talk about the which. Which documents exactly need this special stamp? Getting this right is super important so you don't waste time or money on things you don't actually need.
Okay, here it is, the essential checklist, put together from the experiences of past GKS scholars. If you're applying for a master's, you need your bachelor's degree and all of your transcripts or mark sheets. And I mean all of them. Then your parents' voter ID cards and your birth certificate. That's what proves your citizenship and your family relationship. And of course, if you're going for a PhD, you just do the same for your master's degree and transcripts too.
Now, in the old days, this might have meant a whole lot of running around to different government offices. But today, no way. There is a much simpler, streamlined way to do this that pretty much everyone uses now. It saves a ton of time, travel, and most importantly, stress.
And look how ridiculously easy this is. You don't mail your precious original documents anywhere. You just scan them, put them all together in a single PDF file, and then you just email or WhatsApp that file to a specialized apostille agency. They do all the legwork, all the running around, the notary stuff, the government approvals, and then they ship your original, now apostille documents securely right back to your house.
And this right here is probably the biggest relief for a lot of people. You don't need to be in a big city to get this done. These services are nationwide. So whether you're in a huge metro or a much smaller town, you get access to the exact same simple process. It really levels the playing field for everybody.
Okay, we've covered what to do. Now we have to talk about the single biggest, most critical thing not to do. This is a mistake that could cost you more than just the scholarship. It could cost you your original degree forever. So please pay very close attention to this next part.
I really can't say this any louder or any clearer. Once you get your original degree and transcripts back with that shiny new apostille stamp, you have to protect them. You do not, under any circumstances, send these original documents to Korea with your application.
So here's the deal. Any document you submit for the GKS application, you will not get it back. It's gone forever. And in India, we usually only get one single copy of our original degree. If you send it, it's gone. The correct procedure is to submit a notarized color photocopy of your apostille document.
And this right here, this is a real cautionary tale from the applicant community. This is why it's so important. A student did everything right, went through the whole process, sent her original degree, wasn't accepted into the program, and she never got her degree back. It is a completely devastating and a completely avoidable mistake. So let's put it all together. Here is the final crystal clear workflow. 1. You get your originals back from the agency, all apostilled. 2. You make really good color photocopies of both sides, the front with your info and the back with the stamp. 3. You take those photocopies to a local lawyer and get them stamped as a true copy. 4. These notarized copies are what you send to Korea. Your originals, they stay safe at home with you. So there you go.
The Apostille process, totally demystified. It's not a scary roadblock, it's just a checklist. You now have everything you need to know to handle this with total confidence. So the real question is, what part of the application are you going to conquer next? Good luck!